Good morning everyone. How are you all? Hope you are safe and sound at home. Dear learners, we are at home and we are going through a very crucial moment, so we should be careful about our health and hygiene. And though we cannot attend the classrooms, we are going to attend online classes. Dear learners, I am your English teacher Shagufta Nasrin from Afanullah High School, and today we are learning something new. So welcome my dear learners, everyone. We see here is a sentence for you. You see the sentence, we eat so that. Can you guess what will be the next part of this sentence? Any guessing? Yes, so that we can live. So you also can guess what is our today's topic. Today we are going to learn about completing sentence, and here is the learning outcomes. We have 3 points that we can identify the definition of completing sentence, or that means what is completing sentence is, method of completing sentence, and we can complete the incomplete sentences. So first of all, we should learn about what is a completing sentence. Here we have 2 sentences. See here, he goes to somewhere. Where? He goes to school. He goes, here is a large dash here. So he goes to school so that he can learn something. So which one we can say that it is completing sentence, and the rest one is something else. The first one, we use only one word to fill in the blank, that is gap filling, and the second one we use a phrase or clause to complete the full sense of the sentence, that is completing sentence. So dear learners, it is clear to you that it is not a completing sentence, it is filling in the gap, and the second one is completing sentence. It is a completing sentence. So what we see here, this is the definition of completing sentence. When a part of a sentence is completed with a clause or a phrase is called a completing sentence. Is it clear to you? So if we complete the sentence with one word, that is not grammatically mean that it is complete sentence, it is the gap filling. And if the task is such that we have to complete the sentence, then we have to use a phrase or a clause. Completing item 1. We see a picture here, and according to this picture we have a sentence. See here, the man is to something. Something what? To. After that we can use an adjective or adverb, to plus verb. So you should keep in mind that if we have a sentence in this way, that to plus adjective, then we have to complete the sentence by using infinitive to and verb and then extension. So what will be the sentence? The sentence is, the man is too old to work. Now dear learners, think carefully or see carefully, to, adjective, infinitive, verb. This is completing sentence. So here some more sentences. He is too dishonest to. Someone who is dishonest. We should also keep in mind that we should use the rest of the sentence according to the given part, not and it will be sequentially perfect according to the given part. So, he is too dishonest to what? To something, to speak the truth. You are too short to for what? To touch the fan. The girl is too silly to. The girl is too silly to what? For solve a simple mathematics. Completed part must be underlined. So, whenever you completing item 2, use of, here is a sentence structure. This is a structure for completing sentence, and we have here an incomplete sentence and incomplete sentence to complete. See here, we see here a cup of tea. The tea is too hot for me, and learners just observe the structure, to adjective for personal object, and if we see here a personal object, then you should keep in mind that after that you should use infinitive to, verb and extension. The tea is too hot for me to drink. Okay. The book is too hard for me. This is your task for our next class. Another one, see here. So that. So here is a dash, and in this dash we should use any one word. So ill, adjective. In the middle of so and that there must be an adjective. So she was so ill that, the picture says is something, but she is so ill that she could not study at all. She could not study at all. So here are some more sentences. So that plus relevant sentence. So you should keep in mind that whenever you complete the sentence, the rest part must be relevant to the given part. Let us do something. So or in order that. Given clause with. So after, if we, here is another structure formation for our next part of completing item. So you see here the given clause that is given for your test, and after that so that, in order that, then if whenever you have to complete the rest part of the sentence, use subject, can or could, may or might. You should keep in mind can or could, may or might. If it is possible to do the activity, then we should use can or could, and if there is some possibility, in that case you can use may or might. Be prepared so that he reads attentively, so that, let us see the last one, he can make a good result. So you see here the given clause is he reads attentively, so that this is the given clause, and then he, subject, can make a good result is verb and extension. So hope this is clear to you, and these are the activities that is given for you. Note down it as quick as possible. So hope you have finished your writing. You will take 5 minutes to write. Okay. in our next slide we see something else, completing item 5, and here provide or provided that or providing that. You know the use of if, and if is the meaning jodi. So provide, provided, provided that, providing that also means the same, that if the action is possible to do, if there is some possibility to finish the action, in that case we can use provided or provided that. Take off in time provided weather is good. So this is relevant because plane will take off when the weather is good. Plane will take off, the weather is good, this is provided, and when the plane will take off, this is included, the weather is good. So dear learners, here is a note for you. Here normally present indefinite tense is used after provided, provided that or providing that. You should keep in mind it also that provide is relevant to if, conditionals by using if, but provided or providing or provided that, you should keep in mind that the relevant sentence must be in present indefinite tense. And here is the formation. The given clause will be future indefinite tense, then provided or provided that or providing that, after that present indefinite tense. Another activity for you. Finished? Okay. So completing item 6, the man is walking. Let's see what is the item. List. See, he walks first lest. You know what is the meaning of this word lest? Lest, that means if not, he should or might reach in time. Here is the sentence structure. He walks first lest, it is assertive sentence. Lest, this is given part, given clause, and after that subject, after subject you should use should or might and then extension. Because lest is a negative word, so we should not use any negative sense, because only the lest show negative sense by using this word itself. So we need not to use any negative word here. So once again, the given part is assertive, lest, and after that subject, after the subject, after lest we use subject and then should or might to complete the sentence. Should or might to complete the sentence. Here is the activity for you. Unless, use of unless. So let us see use of unless. Unless you work hard. If you do not work hard, if you do not, that part is concise and this become unless. So if you do not work hard, that is the same meaning unless you work hard. That means this is a negative sense. This part is a negative sense. You will fail. You need not to use any negative word, but something that express a negative sense. If you do not work hard, you will fail. That the same meaning, unless you work hard, you will fail. Till or until. So dear learners, keep in mind if we have till or until. See the spelling till and until, sometimes we do mistakes here also. So, given clause with till and until, in that case whenever we need to complete the rest part, we should use an affirmative sentence in present indefinite. Affirmative sentence in present indefinite form. Wait until the rain stops. As long as, here also given clause as long as, an affirmative sentence. So, dear learners, keep in mind, an affirmative sentence and the sentence must be relevant to the given clause. Wait here, as long as, guess what will be the rest one? Come back. So, lots of activities you will get here to complete at home. Though, although sounds good. Though, although, since, as, because, if. Once again I repeat, though, although, since, as, because, if. Though he is poor, see here a picture, the person is very poor but he is very hardworking, yeah, of course, and honest. So, see the sentence and think about it. Though he is poor, he is honest. Present indefinite tense, this is also in present indefinite form, and the sense is something opposite. He is poor, he is honest. Since he is poor, so dear learners, here is the given clause with though, although. So, formation is that the given clause, though, although, if, because, anything, and the rest one will be relevant sentence. So, I think you can guess, since he is poor, here we can also use here, he is honest. He has to work hard because he wants to succeed in life. In spite of formation, first of all we should see the formation. In spite of or despite, possessive form, and noun plus relevant opposite meaning sentence. Possessive form. So, noun, and we see here after this possessive, any in English, any sentence, if we use any possessive form in any sentence, then after the possessive we should use a noun here. So, in spite of or despite possessive, then noun phrase, noun and the relevant opposite meaning sentence. So, here the same sentence but in different way. In spite of his poverty, he is honest. So, I think I should help you here. Despite his good qualifications, any guessing? Opposite meaning of sentence. He has good qualification. Despite his good qualification, yeah, you are right, he did not get the job. Despite his innocence, despite his innocence, opposite meaning, he was punished. Okay. In spite of trying hard, he could not get the success. Instead of or in lieu of. is a sentence. You see here history and logic, two difficult subjects, history and logic. So, instead of history he took logic. Instead of, that means change something, to change or to take something against another thing. He bought pen in lieu of pencil. The same meaning, instead of and in lieu of, that means in change of. So, and the last one, he ate fish. If we use the phrase in lieu of, what will be next? He ate fish in lieu of vegetables, right. So, dear learners, you see here we have at least 12, we have 12 completing items, that is so that, so dash that, if, though, although, because, since, and instead of, in lieu of. So, every sentence we have to complete according to the grammar, and you should follow the grammatical method, where we use the present form, where should be the past form, where should be the modal auxiliaries, and where should be the relevant sentences we should keep in mind, and in this way we can complete our sentences. And of course, we should be careful that we should complete the sentence by using a clause or a phrase, not in a word. So, thank you for today, and that's all for today. See you in the next class. Stay at home and keep safe. Thank you.